Full on thorn bush. Of course there's a thorn bush. There's something in the trees. Must be a little pig. All right, so we're climbing Waipouli Road on the island of Maui in Hawaii. It's basically right at my back door. You could just leave straight from my house and start climbing up this crazy mountain. It's awesome. So at the top of this climb, there's a pretty epic downhill. It's called the Eradicator, and it's got some mean chunk, and it's pretty steep. So I don't want to waste too much battery because I want to get the whole downhill part. But I thought I'd give you a quick update on the climb, and this is pretty brutal test for this bike. See what it can do. I mean, this is just about one of the hardest climbs. It's about an hour long, and it's real steep at the bottom. So it's pretty awesome that we have bikes that we can climb stuff like this and then descend gnarly steep downhills. So I'll go ahead and show you some clips a little bit further down. It's basically like switchbacks all the way up the mountain and then straight down it. So this climb is pretty much all on the road. So what I'm doing for my suspension, I got my front fork almost locked out, but not fully locked out. I find on the steep stuff, I kind of like it not fully locked out because it keeps the front end down a little bit more in the stroke, and it's just easier to keep my weight over the bars on real steep parts. I got my rear shock on the firm setting, and it's doing great. I'm not feeling any like hindrances from my suspension. And one last thing, I did pump up my tires to I think like 45 psi, something pretty stiff, because it helps on just the smooth road. And then when I get to the top, I'll be letting some out. If you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out there, and look forward to seeing more mountain biking stuff, and I'll probably do a lot more trails on Maui, and then a lot of moto stuff too is my plan. Moto training, moto vlogs, stuff like that. Let me know what you guys want to see. But yeah, make sure to, if you like what you're seeing and want to see more, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. That's about all I have to say on the climb. Sorry I'm all out of breath. But yeah, I'll see you at the top. All right guys, made it to the top. It's about an hour and a half climb, depending on how hard you go. Epic views up here. Gonna let some air pressure out of the tires, open up the suspension. I think that's about it. I'm waiting for my brother and my dad to come up. My brother had a flat tire, so they'll be a few minutes behind. Let's hit it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. so steep in some areas. It's awesome. Yeah. This is epic. Man, this bike is working so good. I wish you guys could see how steep this was. Oh yeah. Ah, get right in the thorns. Ouch. Dude, I'm literally in thorns right now. Ow. Ow. Full on thorn bush. Of course there's a thorn bush. Whew. Oh, it's just ripping. Okay. Shucks. Nice. Full into the thorn bush. That was fun. Everything feels good still. Ooh, that is tight. Dude, there's trails all over. Went over the bars. Holy moly. Oh, jeez. All right. This is the first good little drop here. Guess I'll wait up for them. Oh yeah. Dude, that is steep. Thorns. Thorns. Oh.
Right there, we missed it. Missed the line right here. What'd you do? Oh, frame.
This way. Go left. Looks like a berm right here.
So the rest of the video is just me heading back home, so I'll give my final thoughts on the whole ride. First, I want to emphasize how this ride was a total extreme enduro ride. With an hour and 30-minute climb and an average grade of 11%, with a max grade of 26%, then when you get to the top, you get a full-blown downhill trail, steep, rough, high speed, and technical. I'm interested if anyone watching knows of a ride that would put an enduro bike to the test like this one. Let me know. I would love to come check it out. I really enjoyed these epic rides, and being able to ride both extremes of a gnarly climb and a gnarly downhill all in one. Overall, I was super impressed with the Capra throughout the whole entire ride. But on the climb, first off, I've done this ride many times before on the road bike, coming back down the road, of course. But to put it in perspective, I was able to get some PRs on the Capra up the climb. This surprised me a bunch because I thought that a bike literally weighing double the weight would be significantly slower, but I guess the larger cassette was nice to keep my cadence up on the steep kickers. Towards the bottom of the climb, it felt a little bit sluggish, and I was dreading the long hours still to come, but I soon settled in, and it actually went pretty fast. The downhill does help as a motivator. After we got to the top and started ascending, I immediately was able to feel the full capabilities and potential of the Capra. It was absolutely eating up all the chunk in steep drops. I have done this ride before on an older Ibis 26er, and I was definitely held back by the bike. I just wasn't able to charge it and send it as hard as I was able to on the Capra. So I got the 29er Capra shred, and I personally am a big fan of the 29er wheels. It just feels super smooth, and it feels like I'm carrying my momentum a lot better. This thing just wanted to charge, and I almost felt like I had to conserve a little bit because, as you saw, the bike got away from me a few times. I think with some more riding time and just getting used to it, I'll be able to send it harder into the sections with more composure. But yeah, to sum it up, I was speechless at the bottom, and I didn't regret one thing about the Capra shred. I would without a doubt recommend this bike to anyone, especially because there are a bunch of different price points to choose from. I think for the most part YT is sold out of almost all of their models, but I've heard the 2021s will be coming soon. A lighter weight carbon Capra or a Jeffsy would be pretty sweet. Hopefully I've covered everything that I wanted to and that you guys wanted to see. I hope you all are enjoying these videos I'm making. It's super exciting to watch the view count increase exponentially on these videos. I think we're almost at like 10 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm super pumped about it, and I know it's just going to keep growing. So as always, like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. I'm always open to new suggestions or new ideas. I'm thinking maybe some holiday mountain bike related content, but yeah, let me know.